And when life is hard, our minds go. They go and they live in our problems. But sometimes you have to remember that your problems actually do exist outside of you. You are here. Hello, beautiful. Welcome. I am so happy to have you here. So if you don't already know, my name is Jazz. Today we're going to be talking about when life has you down in the dumps. They don't warn you when you graduate college how actually mentally and emotionally difficult it can be, and whether it is that season of your life, whether you're going through a very hard time, whether it is a transitionary stage, whether you have suffered an extreme loss recently, or maybe it's just one of those seasons where you just don't like yourself and you're just not happy with your life. This is the video for you. I'm just coming out, starting to come out of one of these seasons, really just struggling to appreciate the person that I am, the life that I have the chance to live, and the people around me. I think that when we're going through hard seasons, whether it be because of internal reasons, external reasons, or both, it can be extremely debilitating. And for some period of time, that's okay. It's important to sometimes just let ourselves do nothing. I'm literally making a video right now called my rest rot week because it's just what I needed. And it's good to let yourself have those seasons where you are just really honest with yourself about where you are in life, how you're handling situations that you're in, or where you're just letting yourself mourn over whatever the circumstance is that you're going through. It's important and necessary to give yourself that time. But in the middle of it, at the end of the day, life keeps going forward. Responsibilities don't stop. You need to go back to work. You need to continue taking care of the people in your life. You need to continue taking care of yourself. And so what are some practical, free, easily accessible things that you can do that scientifically, concretely will bring joy into your life? The first thing that I'm gonna say is getting up. Get up. If you are lying down right now watching this, get up. I am telling you, get up. I think that when we are very heavy in spirit, it is very easy to just lay and immediately think that the place that we need to go is physical, just rest, and not even in a healthy way. Just not doing anything with our physical body. But at a certain point, this is the furthest thing from the truth. Being sedentary can actually make you more tired, and at a certain point, you just need to get up. And when you have gotten up, point number 2, go outside. Even if it is a cold day, put on a little jacket, go outside, don't listen to any music or anything, and just walk around. There's this thing called the 3-2-1 method, I think, where it's you look at 3 things just to center yourself, bring yourself back to the present. Walk around, look at the sky, look at the people hanging out down the street, look at the buildings, look at the cars driving around, just think, look, observe. Look at yourself walking, or whatever means you have of getting around. You're getting around. There are things to be grateful for, things to appreciate. Notice your breath, your breathing. Just sit sometimes and just breathing very slowly and be conscious of your breath. Center back into yourself and just in a very concrete, practical way of I'm still here, And when life is hard, our minds go. They go and they live in our problems. But sometimes you have to remember that your problems actually do exist outside of you. You are here. Number 3, take time to be mindful. Like I said earlier, there's that appropriate time of mourning, maybe being hard on yourself, letting yourself be upset. But it is important to take time to be mindful. Take out that journal and write about it. Yes, write how you're feeling, but also, now that I've gone through this, now that I am going through this, what do I want to do about it? How do I want this to change how I look at my life? What are my responsibilities going forward? If you've lost something, thinking, how can I take better care of things in the future? How can I better appreciate them in the future? If a relationship has broken, thinking, is this something that I do want to mend? Is this maybe actually for the best? Is this letting yourself think through all of the the nuances and parts and next steps of a situation so that you can actually appropriately see it. Once those first emotions have passed off, it's easy to slip into a place where you're living still in that place. But now is the opportunity to look at your situation with fresh eyes and really think how you want to handle it, how you want to face it, how you want it to impact your life going forward. Because the reality is, if you're going through this really hard time, it's going to impact how you move forward in your life, for the good or for the bad. And this is that point where you get to slow down, be mindful, and decide. The next tip that I have is to move. You've gotten up, you've gone outside, you've centered into yourself. Now take time to move. We know that movement releases chemicals that reduce stress, but it also releases chemicals that promote happiness. Not only this, but when you do move and take care of your body, you just feel better. Just practically. I remember I used to have really bad back pain, and when I started working out more, whether that was the gym, running, at-home Pilates videos, it just gradually went away. And my back is like literally feeling so much better. And sometimes it's just that little thing that you have to do just to at least feel good in the body that you are living in. And so take time to move. It's gonna make you feel more confident, feel more accomplished, feel like you did something for yourself. And it's just a great thing. Like mentally, physically, emotionally, movement will help you on this journey. Another thing that I will encourage you to do that could sound a little bit funny, but is actually something that I got from my mom, is to smile. Like, I think it's very important when you are not in a great space to intentionally make spaces where you can smile, because at the end of the day, when you're in a hard time, life probably has nothing happy to give you. Like, let's be real, like there's probably not a time through your day where you are smiling. So whether it's watching a funny video, dancing in your room, calling a fun friend to talk to, reminiscing on a funny story, or just watching like funny memes. I don't care what it is that you have to do. Do something that will make you smile, something that will make you laugh, and I promise it will be so therapeutic. Like just watching like funny TikTok videos sometimes will help me in my darkest of times, because at the end of the day, you need to remember that like you're still here. There's still something to smile about, even if it has nothing to do with your current situation or whatever. Like, you're still allowed to smile, and you're still allowed to enjoy your life, and you're still allowed to be a person and to be happy. And I think a lot of times life can try to steal that from us, and it's not its right to steal. At the end of the day, joy is part of our birthright, and so be intentional with making spaces for you to smile and to express your joy. And lastly, now that we have done all of this, I will actually encourage you to rest well. Another thing that can happen when you're going through a really hard time is that you're not sleeping well. Your mind is running, you're not going to bed on time. Even when you do go to sleep, you can't sleep. As you're creating these healthy habits, hopefully your mind will clear a bit and it will get easier, but make sure that you are sleeping well. At the end of the day, it is up to each of us to take care of ourselves. You need to get the rest that you need so that your brain can be operating properly and your body can be operating properly. Make sure to sleep. Cut that time out for yourself and make sure to do it. There was like a solid month and a half where I could not sleep without playing jazz music to go to sleep. And so that's what I did. And I found in the last week or so, as I'm gaining more internal peace and finding places to grow in faith, I haven't been needing to listen to jazz music to go to sleep. And it's still nice, so I do it sometimes, but I don't need it. But during that time, I did. And so also don't hold back from using sleep aids if you need, in any healthy way, to help you. And then you know what works for you and you can keep it in your back pocket for later. I know my next difficult season, me and jazz music are gonna be locked in like this, because that works for me. And so you just have to find out what works for you, but do what literally hell or high water, do what you have to do to get that good sleep, because you need it. But yeah, I hope that these tips were helpful for you and practical. I bet you've heard them before, but We all need a good reminder, honestly. If you were encouraged from today's video, please give a like and let me know any other tips that you have in the comments down below. We want to help each other here, so let the people know what works for you, what helps you practically get out of these slumps. We all go through them, so let's all help each other as we go through this journey and as we grow. Thank you so much for watching. I am so glad that you got to stop by, and I will see you in the next video. This corner is so loud. Like, I hope this microphone is picking up what it needs to pick up, because child, I'm gonna be real sad if all this audio is bad. Like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's okay, it's okay. I cannot believe I'm an adult. Like, what, who let that happen?